What's up, Huskies?
I'm Gio.
I'm Mason, and this is HNN.
Audio Jungle.
You wanna know what I wanna learn more about?
What?
The different people at our school.
I'm sure Antonio can help us with that.
Hi, my name is Connor Ralston. I am a senior here at Harlem High School.
What struggles do you deal with outside of school?
The main struggle I deal with outside of school is not being to get outside as much because of the cold weather. And another struggle I have is just finding ways to cope with it. Normally, I'll just throw on some music or lift and exercise inside. I have had anxiety for a while, and normally what I used to do was I would just put my hood on, but knowing this was about a year ago, one of the rules would have been no hoods in the hallways. And then depression started back in 2018, back when I had a death in the family. So the music and working out just definitely helped get myself in that good headspace. Sometimes it would be bullying in some sort of kind of way and that kind of thing. Bullying for me is people will like call me names or whatnot. Sometimes I'll get called Four Eyes, and sometimes I would be called a dumbass or whatnot. One thing I want to add is try not to bully others, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what battle they're dealing with, and you don't know the demons that they're facing.
Hi, I'm Sienna Dandridge, and I'm a freshman at Harlem High School. I didn't live a very easy childhood, so I feel like the way I am, and I feel like I don't think a lot about my actions. Like, I just do stuff, like, I don't really think about it, and I feel like I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like that was a cause of something that happened when I was younger. But I lived with a lot of people. I was like homeless in foster care. I lived with my aunt for a few years. I lived with different family members, but more recently, like since 5th grade to a few months ago, I lived with my parents.
What do you miss most from your childhood?
Probably like my innocence, like just not really knowing like the bad stuff about the world.
What would you say was like the largest awakening for you?
Probably my mom passing. It was a few months ago. I guess I just lost faith in a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't want to do much. Like, it's just everything seemed like bland and like fake. Like nothing really seemed real. But then when I actually like came to terms with it, like it just kind of hurt. It is kind of something that I don't think I'll ever get over.
Who knew people could be so interesting?
I know, right? I heard the boys bowling team is pretty interesting too.
Let's hear more about that.
I'm Andrew Bell, and I'm a senior at Harlem. I think we're amazing. Our first 2 tournaments were better than anything we did last year already, and we're just starting out. Oh, that's horrendous. Woo! Sim. Ah! Dude, it hits so good every time.
My name is Simon X, and I'm a senior. I threw the ball so good, the mic fell off. Push. Come on. Where's my hits?
Braylon Carpenter, senior. Hardest team to beat this year is probably a team down south, so like Harrisburg or O'Fallon, but shouldn't be too much for us. Bang. Woo!
My name is Colton Kilbreath, and I am a senior.
Garrett! Yeah!
My name is Dake Titus. I am a 12th grader at Harlem High School full time. So every year we're just coming in, going to practice, trying to get better, hoping to win a state title. Let's see if I can pick this 10 pin out. There we go.
I'm Ben Dolly. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm predicting that we win nationals and go undefeated for the year.
Besides our awesome boys bowling team, you know what else is a hot topic right now?
What?
The election.
Right. I know there's a lot of buzz on that topic.
Let's hear some post-election thoughts.
I'd just say like a new beginning. Scary.
Disappointing.
Unexpected.
Surprising.
Hopeful.
Every election is like a restart, hopefully.
I thought that the voting process was fine. I did an early vote, so it wasn't chaotic or anything. So I didn't really experience what it's like to actually vote on election day.
I did vote. I was surprised how like simple the process was. I don't think there's really much I would change about it.
So yes, I did vote. And the election process is pretty simple, but it's like a little confusing in a way. Because when you go in, you're just expecting to just vote like who the president is, but like there's a back side, there's a front side. There's like other things, like you're voting for people to run the state essentially, and you have no idea who they are.
Nevada is lean Republican.
Donald J. Trump is the winner
of
Pennsylvania. We got Nebraska on the board. We're going to switch it out. Pennsylvania,
which means he is the
seeing
winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
I definitely thought Kamala was going to win, and I wasn't expecting her to lose by so much and not get as many votes in the swing states.
I feel like a lot mattered for this election, and now it's going downhill really fast, and it's going to divide the country even more than it was divided before.
I'm going to the military after school, so for the next 4 years of my life, I'm hoping for a better military lifestyle, qualities of living, and increase in pay. So that's what I'm mostly looking for, but affordability to live in this country, that as well.
I feel like the other 4 years that he has been president, they weren't that bad of a year, and I feel like everybody can improve off that, even him. So I think it's gonna be positive for us.
I do believe that there's lots of like rights that are very on the fence about, with especially the LGBTQ community. Even racial inequalities are definitely like on the horizon of like it's going to be bad, and especially with these like projects that we're talking about, I'm very nervous for what's about to come.
On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto our children.
I just feel like women's rights and just rights of people in general is more important than the economy, because I know that's the reason why a lot of people voted for the other candidate, was because of like money and everything like that. And it just says a lot about our country and where we are right now.
Women's rights in America are under attack. If the court overturns Roe v. Wade, it will be a direct assault on freedom.
I think as a whole, like America is kind of flawed with the two-party system. I don't think that works. I think that's been proven multiple times that it doesn't work because, you know, we get a Republican in office and then we get a Democrat in office and we kind of, you know, shift all that work that they've done and then we get another Republican and it just shifts back and it's just a constant back and forth and we're not actually building on anything. We're not making anything better, especially as the divide grows. It's too black and white now. There's not enough gray, and I think it's flawed that we stick to two parties when so many other countries have done multiple parties, and it seems like they're moving forward and we're just kind of stuck.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face.
This must be disqualifying. Anyone who wants to be president of the United States who uses that kind of violent rhetoric is clearly disqualified and unqualified to be president.
Hopefully it unites, is what I'm thinking. I think it will unite us as a whole together, and I feel like whatever Trump is going to do, he's going to want to do it positively to us. I don't think he has any intentions to harm or hurt our future. I think even though I don't really have a side, I still really do think he's going to impact us positively.
We spread this idea of how everyone's opinion matters, but then when it comes to it, we never really see that to fruition. But I do believe that everyone's opinions matter.
And it's really important to vote if you can, because it's like a privilege that we can do that, and it really matters because we live here and we can change things.
Politics get in the way of people's relationships and friendships. I understand that like you guys have different views and it could mean like the world to you, but you got to realize that's your buddy, you know, and you shouldn't give up on stupid things like that. Like, of course you're not going to agree with somebody all the time. Like, I don't think somebody's best friend, like, you guys are going to have the same views. You're always going to have different views, but you shouldn't break a friendship off of that.
I think that the US moving forward will stay polarized, and I really don't see the resolution to that. I think what's important now is fighting for what you believe in and what you stand for, because not everyone's going to agree with you.
And that's the show, Harlem. Like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Act like you know how this goes.